Hi. So I thought I'd do a little video about my IVF journey. Um, I figure it'd be good to let those people out there know what I'm going through. So I'm just going to go through my medications for the cycle. I'm on my second cycle. They've changed my protocol a little bit, so I have an extra med to do this time. So this is twice a day for me. I get to do this 2 times a day this time. So the first thing I'm going to do, we're going to put this one aside for right now, is I'm going to mix up my stimulation medications. So I have my stimulation medications, which is the Menopur, which I put into the saline, and then my Follistim, which is this one here. This is the Lupron, which is a different medication. It's actually a suppressant medication, but in the small dose they have me on, it's actually supposed to help create more follicles. So we're hoping that works this time. All right, so I've got my saline. That's the first thing I'm going to do. This is my mixing needle. So I'm going to take the cap off of that because I don't actually need this long needle, thank goodness. This is called a Q-cap. So the Q-cap is just for mixing. It's nice and easy. So the first thing I do is I draw this back to 1 cc. You can see that on there, 1 cc. You push this into the saline, push the plunger down to put the air into the saline, flip it back over, and pull back. Now you're going to get some air bubbles, so you just push them out. It's pretty easy to do. Just pull back until you have 1 cc of saline. I have air bubbles, so we're going to get rid of that. Sometimes you just have to push up and pull back out. Alright, so now that I've got my 1 cc of saline, I'm going to pull this out. So we're just going to pull that off. And now I'm going to pop it into my Menopur bottle. So I just take the same Q-cap, push it down, mix it all together, shake it a little, make sure it all, the Menopur is a powder, so you just got to make sure it all disintegrates and mixes together. So I'm going to pull that off for right now. Now the Follistim, a lot of times they'll have you do this injection first and this injection second. My office is nice and they don't want to give me more shots than I need to, so I'm going to mix this right into the Menopur bottle. There's a little dial here, which is handy, so I dial this up to my dose. So my dose is 225, and this is the Follistim. I take my little thing off my needle here. Now you gotta make sure that there's no air bubbles. I did this wrong once and didn't actually get any medication out, so just gotta push up a little bit to make sure a dot of the Follistim comes off. So now that I've done that, I'm just going to push this into here, and I'm going to do that in the middle. And I like to watch, this is you can see that you can't probably see it from home, but there's a glass tube here, and so I can watch the medication being pushed down. So I like to do that to make sure that it actually goes in. So you push it all the way down until your dial gets to 0. Pull that out. We're going to discard this into a sharps container later. And that's it with my Follistim pen. I can put that away. So then I'm going to, using the Q-cap, mix this all up. And I'm going to draw it all out. Sorry. Alright, so I've got it all in here. And we're going to make sure we don't have air bubbles. Alright. So now that I've done that, I'll pull this off. I take the Q-cap off. And I put my mixing needle on. So the mixing needle, you can see this. Make sure that's not coming out. The mixing needle is quite a bit smaller. Or this is the mixing needle. I almost gave myself an injection with this the first time before my friend Nicole went, nope, that's the wrong needle. I was like, oh, thank God. This is the injection needle, much smaller. So we put that on. And again, make sure there are no air bubbles. So we push this up. All right, and I'm ready for injection with that one. So now, with a different syringe, this is an insulin syringe. This is my first time doing the Lupron, so we'll see how it goes. So I have to take 20 units of the Lupron. So I'm assuming it's the same thing here. So there's the plunger. I'll pull back to 20. Tip the bottle over and pull back. There's a little bit of an air bubble in there, but they always say that a little bit isn't going to be a big deal, so I'm not going to worry too much about that, and we'll pull that out. All right, so those are my 2 injections I'm going to do today. I'm going to stop the video now, and I'll restart it when I get myself ready for the injections.